Good evening. I want to share something with you that has the power to change your life. It's not just about achieving goals or reaching milestones. It's about learning to think and act like a winner. You see, being a winner doesn't start with what you have. It starts with how you see yourself. Winning begins with a mindset. It's not about where you are right now, what you have, or even what you've accomplished so far. It's about how you see yourself and the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind. Before any victory is ever achieved in the physical world, it must first be won in your heart and mind. Every champion, every leader, and every successful person started by believing they could win, even when the odds were against them. The greatest victories often begin with a decision, the decision to believe that you are capable, equipped, and destined for more. Your mindset is like the foundation of a house. If it's shaky, if it's filled with doubt and insecurity, the structure you build on top of it will eventually crumble. But when your mindset is solid, when it's filled with faith, determination, and the belief that you were created to succeed, nothing can shake you. This isn't just about being positive for the sake of it. It's about aligning your thoughts with the truth that you are more than a conqueror, that you have what it takes to overcome obstacles and achieve your dreams. The way you think shapes the way you live. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't do this, I'll never get ahead, or I'm not good enough, those words will begin to define you. They will become self-fulfilling prophecies that keep you stuck. But when you flip the script and start declaring, I am capable, I am favored, I am strong, and I am unstoppable, your mindset begins to shift. Your words have the power to breathe life into your dreams or bury them before they even begin. It's important to understand that winning doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. In fact, you will. Life will throw obstacles in your path, and sometimes it will feel like everything is working against you. But a winner's mindset doesn't dwell on the problem. It focuses on the solution. A winner doesn't see failure as the end, but as a stepping stone towards something greater. When your mind is set on winning, you begin to view setbacks as setups for comebacks. You know that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for God to show His strength in your life. Developing a winner's mindset requires intentionality. It's not something that happens overnight. You have to train your mind to focus on the positive, to reject doubt and fear, and to believe in the possibilities ahead of you. Just like a runner trains for a marathon or a musician practices for a performance, your mindset needs consistent work. You do this by feeding your mind with the right things, encouraging words, uplifting messages, and reminders of your purpose. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and push you to be your best. Distance yourself from voices that speak negativity or try to convince you that you're not enough. A winning mindset also requires faith. Faith that there's a bigger plan for your life. Faith that you are not alone in your journey, and faith that every delay, detour, and disappointment is working together for your good. Scripture reminds us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means your thoughts aren't just private, they're powerful. What you think about yourself is what you'll become. If you think you're defeated, you'll act defeated. But if you think of yourself as victorious, as someone who is destined to overcome, you'll carry yourself differently. Winning begins with believing. Believing that you are capable, worthy, and equipped for the challenges ahead. It's not arrogance, it's confidence, rooted in the understanding that you were created for a purpose. When you begin to think like a winner, you'll start to act like one. You'll take steps of faith even when the path isn't clear. You'll keep going even when it's hard. And you'll find that as your mindset shifts, your life will begin to align with the victory that has already been placed inside you. The battle is won in your mind first. Seek life over your dreams and silence the voice of negativity. The words you speak are more powerful than you realize. They have the ability to create or destroy, to build up or tear down, to bring hope or sow despair. What you say about yourself and your future can either propel you forward into your destiny or keep you trapped in fear and doubt. Speaking life over your dreams isn't just about being positive. It's about aligning your words with the truth of who you are and the greatness you're called to step into. Your dreams are precious. They're the seeds of potential that God has planted in your heart. But just like seeds in a garden, they need the right environment to grow. Your words are like the water and sunlight that nourish those dreams. When you speak words of encouragement, affirmation, and belief, you're creating an atmosphere where your dreams. But when you allow negativity, whether it's self-doubt, fear, or criticism from others, to dominate your thoughts and words, you're cutting off the very life your dreams need to thrive. It's easy to let the voice of negativity take over. Maybe you've tried and failed before, and now you're afraid to believe again. Maybe someone told you that your dreams were unrealistic or that you didn't have what it takes. Those voices can be loud, but they don't have to define you. Negativity only has the power you give it. The moment you decide to silence it and replace it with words of life and possibility, everything begins to change. When you speak life over your dreams, you're declaring what is possible even if you don't see it yet. You're saying, I may not be there yet, but I'm on my way. I may face challenges, but I have the strength to overcome them. My dreams are alive and they're worth fighting for. These declarations are not just motivational, they're transformational. They shift your focus from what's holding you back to what's pushing you forward. They remind you of your purpose and reignite your passion. Silencing negativity doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on the solution rather than the problem. It means refusing to let fear and doubt dictate your actions. When the voice of negativity whispers, what if you fail? You can respond with, but what if I succeed? When it says, you're not good enough, you can declare, I am equipped, I am capable, and I am chosen. Every time you counter negativity with life-giving words, you're taking back control of your narrative. There's power in speaking words of faith, even when you're in the middle of a storm. Maybe your dream feels far away right now. Maybe you've been waiting a long time for things to fall into place. It's in those moments that your words matter most. Speak life anyway. Declare that doors will open, opportunities will come, and breakthroughs are on the horizon. Your words are not just about changing your mindset. They're about activating the faith that moves mountains. Just faith and words go hand in hand. When you speak life, you're partnering with God to bring your dreams into reality. It's also important to guard your dreams from the negativity of others. Not everyone will see what you see. Not everyone will understand the vision God has given you. And that's okay. You don't need everyone's approval to move forward. Be selective about the voices you listen to. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who encourage you, and who remind you of your potential. If someone speaks negativity over your dreams, don't internalize it. Instead, reaffirm your faith in what you're working toward. Speaking life over your dreams isn't a one-time act. It's a daily choice. Wake up every morning and declare that you're moving closer to your goals. When challenges arise, remind yourself that you're strong enough to overcome them. When doubt creeps in, silence it with words of hope and confidence. You are shaping your future with every word you speak, so make sure those words are filled with life, possibility, and faith. A voice of negativity may try to shout louder, but when you consistently choose to speak life, you'll find that your dreams begin to take root, grow, and eventually flourish. Keep speaking life and watch how the impossible becomes possible. Surround yourself with faithful people who inspire and uplift. because the company you keep has a profound impact on the person you become and the path you walk. No one reaches their full potential in isolation, and no dream is achieved without the support and encouragement of others. God designed us for community, and the people we allow into our lives can either push us toward our destiny or pull us away from it. The voices you listen to and the energy you surround yourself with will either strengthen your faith and determination or plant seeds of doubt and discouragement. Faithful people are those who see the best in you even when you're struggling to see it in yourself. They believe in your dreams, not because they're easy or guaranteed, but because they trust in the potential God has placed inside you. These are the people who remind you that you're not defined by your mistakes or failures. They don't let you settle for less than what you're capable of. Instead, they challenge you to rise higher, to dream bigger, and to step boldly into the plans God has for your life. The truth is, the people around you shape your perspective. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's only a matter of time before it starts to affect your outlook. If the voices in your life are always telling you what you can't do, how hard life is, or why your dreams are unrealistic, you'll begin to doubt yourself. Negativity is contagious, and it can drain your energy and steal your joy if you're not careful. But when you choose to surround yourself with faith-filled people, you're inviting encouragement, hope, and positivity into your life. Faithful people don't just talk about what's possible, they live it. Their lives are a testimony of perseverance, trust, and belief in a greater purpose. When you're around them, you'll notice that their faith is infectious. They have a way of lifting your spirits and helping you see possibilities where others see problems. They remind you that with God, all things are possible. And they encourage you to keep going even when the road gets tough. These are the friends who pray for you when you're too tired to pray for yourself. They celebrate your victories as if they were their own and stand by you during your struggles. They don't just say they believe in you, they show it through their actions. Whether it's a word of encouragement, a listening ear, or simply being present in your life, faithful people are there to strengthen you and remind you that you're not alone in your journey. But surrounding yourself with faithful people doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentionality. You have to seek out relationships that build you up and be willing to let go of those that consistently drag you down. That doesn't mean you cut ties with everyone who's struggling or negative. Sometimes you're called to be the light in their lives. But it does mean being mindful of how much influence you allow those voices to have. Your closest circle should consist of people who uplift you, who push you closer to your purpose, and who inspire you to keep walking in faith. At the same time, being surrounded by faithful people also means being one yourself. Relationships are a two-way street. And just as you seek encouragement and inspiration from others, you're called to give it as well. Be the kind of person who speaks life over someone's dreams, who reminds others of their worth, and who encourages them to keep going. When you pour into others, you're not just helping them, you're creating a community of faith, hope, and support that will bless you in return. The Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Faithful people make you sharper, stronger, and more resilient. They challenge you to think bigger, trust deeper, and believe that the best is yet to come. When you surround yourself with people like that, you'll find that their faith inspires your own. They'll remind you of God's promises when you feel like giving up, and encourage you to take bold steps when fear tries to hold you back. Life is too short to spend it surrounded by negativity, doubt, and small thinking. You were created for greatness, and part of stepping into that greatness is being intentional about who you let into your inner circle Surround yourself with faith-filled people who inspire and uplift, and watch how your life begins to reflect the hope, joy, and possibility they bring into it. When you walk alongside people of faith, you'll find that together you can accomplish more than you ever could alone. Overcome fear with faith and take bold, consistent steps towards your goals, because fear is one of the greatest barriers between where you are and where you're meant to be. Fear whispers lies that paralyze you, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that the challenges ahead are too great to overcome. But faith has the power to silence fear and remind you of the truth. You are equipped, you are capable, you have everything you need to step into your purpose. Fear knocks at the door, but faith gives you the courage to answer with boldness and confidence. Fear thrives in uncertainty. It grows when you focus on everything that could go wrong or when you let the what-ifs dominate your thoughts. But faith shifts your perspective. Faith doesn't deny that challenges exist. It simply refuses to let them dictate your actions. Faith says, I may not see the whole path, but I trust that God is guiding my steps. Faith focuses on the possibilities, not the obstacles, and it gives you the strength to move forward even when the way seems unclear. Taking bold steps toward your goals doesn't mean you won't feel fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. When you act in faith, you're declaring that your dreams are worth the risk, that the potential reward is greater than the temporary discomfort of fear. Boldness doesn't come from knowing every answer or having every detail figured out. It comes from trusting you don't have to do it all on your own. God is with you every step of the way, and He has already prepared the path for your success. But faith alone isn't enough. It must be paired with action. Bold, consistent steps are what bring your dreams to life. It's not about taking one giant leap and expecting everything to fall into place. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to give up, even when progress feels slow. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds confidence. With every step you take, you're proving to yourself that fear doesn't have the final say. You're building a foundation of faith and determination that will carry you through any challenge. Sometimes the hardest part is the first step. Fear has a way of making the starting line seem impossible to cross. But once you take that initial step, you'll realize that fear is often an illusion. It's not as powerful as it seems. The act of moving forward, even in small ways, weakens fear's grip on you. Each step you take is a victory, a reminder that you're stronger than you thought and braver than you believe. Faith doesn't require you to have all the answers. It simply asks you to trust and move. It's also important to remember that fear will often show up when you're on the verge of something great. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the louder fear will try to scream. But don't let that discourage you. Let it motivate you. The presence of fear is often a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. Faith doesn't promise an easy path, but it does promise that every step you take will be worth it. Surrounding yourself with faith-filled people can help you stay on track. Their encouragement and belief in your potential can push you forward when fear tries to hold you back. Lean on their support and let their words of faith inspire you to keep going. And just as others pour into you, share your journey with them. Let your own boldness and consistency inspire those around you to overcome their fears and pursue their goals. Faith isn't just about believing in the destination. It's about trusting the process. Every step, every effort, every act of courage is a part of your journey. Fear may try to stop you, but it has no power when you choose faith. So keep moving forward. Take that bold, consistent step today. Then take another tomorrow. Before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Fear may have tried to stand in your way, but faith carried you through, one step at a time. Keep going, you were made for this. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow and prepare for greater blessings, because every obstacle you face has a purpose far greater than the difficulty it brings. Challenges are not meant to break you, they are meant to shape you. They are the stepping stones on your journey to becoming everything you were created to be. While challenges may seem like detours or delays in the moment, they are actually divine appointments designed to strengthen your character, sharpen your skills, and prepare you for the blessings ahead. It's natural to want life to be smooth and free of struggles, but growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. Growth happens when you're stretched, tested, and pushed beyond what you thought you could handle. A seed cannot grow into a mighty tree without first breaking through the hard soil. In the same way, you cannot step into the fullness of your potential without facing situations that challenge you to rise higher and dig deeper. Challenges may feel uncomfortable, but they are the very process through which you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Every challenge carries a lesson if you're willing to look for it. It may teach you patience when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like. It may teach you perseverance when the road ahead feels long and uncertain. It may teach you humility when you realize you can't do it all on your own, reminding you to lean on God's strength instead of your own. Challenges have a way of revealing what's inside you, the faith, determination, and courage you didn't know you had. They are mirrors that reflect the areas where you need to grow and the strengths you can build upon. When you begin to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, your perspective shifts. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You start asking, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? That shift in mindset transforms every trial into a chance for growth. It allows you to step out of a victim mentality and step into a mindset of empowerment. You realize that no matter how difficult a situation may seem, it has the potential to serve your growth and bring you closer to your purpose. Challenges are also preparation for greater blessings. God doesn't just hand us the rewards we desire without first ensuring we're ready to handle them. Sometimes the very things we pray for come with responsibilities. And challenges are the way we develop the strength and wisdom to steward those blessings well. If you're asking for success, you may face challenges that teach you discipline and focus. If you're praying for greater influence, you may face situations that teach you empathy and compassion. The challenges you face now are equipping you for what lies ahead. It's important to remember that blessings are often hidden within the challenges themselves. What feels like a setback may actually be a setup for something greater. What seems like rejection may be God's redirection to something better. The closed doors you encounter are not meant to discourage you, but to guide you toward the ones that are meant for you. When you embrace challenges with an open heart and a willingness to learn, you position yourself to receive the blessings that come on the other side. Overcoming challenges also builds your confidence. Every time you face a difficulty and come out stronger, you're reminded of your resilience and capability. You begin to trust yourself more and develop the kind of unshakable faith that says, if I overcame that, I can overcome this too. Each challenge you conquer becomes a testimony of what's possible, not just for you, but for others who are inspired by your journey. Even when challenges seem overwhelming, remember that you're not facing them alone. God is with you every step of the way, providing the strength, guidance, and grace you need. Lean into Him during those difficult times, and trust that He's using the challenges to mold you into the person He's called you to be. Challenges may test your faith, but they also have the power to deepen it. So the next time you face a challenge, don't see it as something to fear or avoid. Embrace it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to prepare for the blessings that are on their way. The struggle you endure today is shaping you for the victory you'll celebrate tomorrow. Keep going, keep growing. Know that every challenge you face is part of the beautiful, purposeful journey to becoming everything you were meant to be. Never give up. Trust that God has already written your success story. Life may bring challenges that seem overwhelming, detours that feel endless, and seasons of waiting that test every ounce of your patience. In those moments, it's tempting to question whether your dreams will ever come to pass. It's easy to feel discouraged and wonder if all the effort, sacrifice, and faith will amount to anything. But the truth is, God has already written your story, and it's one of victory, purpose, and fulfillment. No matter how difficult things may seem, you are not walking an uncertain path. Your success is already part of His plan. When you trust that your story has been written, you begin to see life differently. You realize that every trial, every setback, and every delay is not a sign that you're off course, but a part of the journey designed to prepare you for what's ahead. God's timing is not our timing, and His ways are often beyond what we can understand. What feels like a pause or even a dead end is often His way of setting the stage for something greater. Trusting in His plan means holding on, even when you can't see how things will work out, and believing that He is working all things together for your good. Quitting may feel like the easier option at times, but giving up means forfeiting the blessings that are just around the corner. So often, people give up right before their breakthrough. They stop digging when the treasure is just a few inches away, not realizing how close they are to the fulfillment of their dreams. Perseverance is the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. It's the act of choosing to believe day after day that the story isn't over yet and that the best chapters are still to come. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself of God's promises. He has promised to never leave you or forsake you. He has promised that His plans for you are good, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. These promises are not just words. They are the foundation on which you can stand when life feels uncertain. Trusting in these promises gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when the road feels long and difficult. God's plan for your success doesn't mean you won't face obstacles. In fact, the challenges you encounter are often the very tools He uses to shape you into the person who can handle the blessings He has in store. Success isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about becoming the person who is ready for it. Every trial is an opportunity to grow in faith, perseverance, and character. The process may not always be easy, but it is necessary. Trust that God is using every experience to prepare you for the amazing things He has planned. Your story is unique, and it's unfolding in a way that is perfectly tailored to you. Don't compare your journey to someone else's. It's easy to look around and see others achieving their goals, seemingly without struggle, and wonder why your path looks so different. But comparison will only steal your joy and distract you from the work God is doing in your life. Trust that your story is unfolding exactly as it should. What God has for you is for you, and no one can take it away. Faith is what keeps you anchored when the waves of doubt and fear try to knock you down. It's the quiet confidence that says, I don't know how and I don't know when, but I know God is faithful. Faith doesn't ignore the challenges. It acknowledges them, but chooses to focus on the one who is greater than any obstacle. It's the determination to get up every morning and take another step, no matter how small, knowing that each step is bringing you closer to the success God has already written for you. Never underestimate the power of persistence. Every time you refuse to give up, you're declaring that your faith is stronger than your fear. You're choosing to trust that God's plan is worth waiting for, even when the wait feels long. Your perseverance is not just about reaching a goal. It's a testimony to others that God is faithful. Your journey, with all its ups and downs, is a beacon of hope for those who are watching and wondering if they too should keep going. So don't give up. Keep pressing forward. Keep believing. Even when the path feels unclear, even when progress feels slow, trust that God is working behind the scenes. He has already written your success story, and it's more beautiful, more rewarding, and more fulfilling than anything you could imagine. Your job is not to figure out every detail, but to stay faithful, keep moving, and never lose hope. The best is yet to come, and your story is far from over.